Hello, everyone, and welcome to League Review. I'm your host, William, and today, we're going back to the old style podcast, but just for wildcards. I realized when I was working on the wildcards today that the fact that this podcast only gets about like between 1 and 5 views at max on YouTube, and I usually don't care about views too much, like even at all personally. But then, uh, the fact that it's also it's gonna come up to 8 leagues real quick here, and that means it takes about 8 times the amount of work of all the other podcasts, which means about 4 or 5 hours after. So essentially, basically, go home from work and work on podcasts until starting podcasts and do podcasts. We're just gonna go back to the old style, but we're not even gonna do a spreadsheet real quick. We're just gonna briefly talk about our predictions and just like a quick summary. I feel like that way because putting all that effort in is just a little too much for the wildcard regions. Like it would literally take 8 to 9 times the amount of time the other ones would do after every single week, and it's just not worth it. But we still want to talk about them, and I still want to make my predictions. So first up, Brazil. If you've watched any of our other podcasts, damn, I lost, then I lost, then I lost, won, woo, lost, 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 won. We got 2 wins. The last game of the day on both days. We start out 0-3 both days, and oh man, it was a brutal start. Everything went wrong that I thought would go wrong, like that I thought would happen, didn't happen. Flamingo looks great. Goku actually really popped off, and I was really impressed with how he performed. Prodigy, they scared me because they were a bunch of rookies, and they performed very good. Like they came up and they performed excellent. Redemption out of nowhere. That one surprised me the most. I really did not believe Redemption was going to be anything, and the fact that they beat INTZ and Kaboom in week one stunned me. As well as Pain losing the Flamingo kind of surprised me a lot, but then they beat INTZ, so at least they came back. Okay, so 2-6 start, not great at all. By far my worst region so far. But we got week 2 now. Week 2, things have changed a little bit, I would say. I'm still going to go Furia over Redemption in game number 1. I think that Furia. I believe in this team a lot more. This is one of the only teams that got me an actual win in my predictions. And the other teams I went 2-0. I'm a little more like, okay, maybe Goku on Flamingo is really gonna like carry that team, and like he did in first game. But even Absolute and stuff, they did really well as well. And Prodigy all around just did great. I love how I have Goku and Garo. I've not watched either anime, even though they're both sitting over here, which is kind of funny. We have Dragon Ball Z, and then there's like a Naruto thing over there. But I've never watched either of them. Anyway, I still do not. I don't believe in Redemption's 2-0. I think that one was a little bit more of a fluke, even though it was against INTZ and Kaboom. Like, so maybe I'll eat my words on this, but I still don't believe they're going to amount to too much this year. Kaboom versus ITZ both had a very bad week. They lost both their games, which wasn't expecting that. I do expect Kaboom to. I really think Kaboom is going to beat INTZ, but they both did not look good. They really didn't, and I was very surprised. I'm going to go Kaboom. I think they're a better team overall than ITZ, but I think that it's going to be a close game. And both teams really, really need this win after such a miserable start. Pain, I believe, is going to beat Vivo Kid. Man, this is the most disappointing team so far for me. I had really high hopes for them. I thought Robo was going to like absolutely carry again, like have a bunch of rookies with Robo. I thought that was like a great synergy thing. It was not. They did not look good against Prodigy or Flamingo at all. So I'm going PNG for sure. We got Prodigy over Flamingo. I'm going to go Flamingo. Both these teams are 2-0. But I believe Goku is going to just carry. The guy played great in week 1. He would be MVP if we were doing the new style. I think that. So for game 1, we got Fura. Or for day 1, we got Fura, Kaboom, Pain, and Flamingo. Next, we have ITZ and VK. I think ITZ is the one that is going to win that game. They'll get their first win at the start of the season, 0-3, and then VK's. I'm done with them. I'm done with them. After 1 week, I'm already throwing them away. I was so happy about this team, throwing them in the garbage. They're going 0-4 to start the year. Redemption versus Pain. I think Pain is going to come back. If Redemption goes and beats Fura, Pain, INTZ, and Kaboom, the top four in my preseason, and they go 4-0, like, I'm blown away. Like, I would have never seen that coming whatsoever. I do think Pain will win. That again, that's the one team I'm not convinced, even though they're 2-0. I don't know, man. I'm like, what the heck? I have no clue how that happened. They got rid of White Lotus and they got better somehow. It was very weird. Who's this Korean import? Patrick. Does he have a old name? I don't I know Patrick from EU, but I don't know Patrick. Pauses pro career to sort of serve mandatory Korean. Oh, okay. What's the effort? He was never anywhere big though. No. He's in the LMS, but this is most of the teams are no longer active at all. Yeah, okay. So it's not. I was thinking maybe there's a sneaky name change. Someone from Korea sneaking in there. That does happen sometimes. Like, or from China. Is that secretly Jackie Love down there? Is Patrick? Is he gone to the CB LOL? No, he hasn't. Next we have Flamingo versus Furia. I'm going with Furia uppercut again. I'm a big fan of this team. I think they came back with all their players for the most part. They got Minerva in the jungle, and I just think that hopefully, even though they lost to Prodigy, I think that they're going to be for real. Prodigy as well, I think it's going to be for real. I do have Flamingo beating them, but I do have them beating Kaboom. So I actually do have ITZ and Kaboom going 1-3 to start the year, which is insane considering I had them number 2 and number 3 in my power rankings coming into this. This is a split. I think I had Pain, Kaboom, INTZ, and then Redemption or Fura and like Flamingo. Like there was like Redemption was down at 7. The only team I had below Redemption was Prodigy. And they're 2-0 as well. Like, so I knew nothing about Brazil apparently. So hopefully we get back on track because we had almost a 60% pick rate in Brazil last split. So let's get back on that. But that's going to be Brazil here. So let's talk about the OPL. The OPL is starting their season this week, and I believe they start tomorrow. Yep, they start tomorrow. So now we're actually going to be on time for the OPL and the Vietnam League as well. Because they used to start like before the podcast, so like it was like weird. Like we'd have to like predict 2 games or so, or like 4 games. Like I did day 1 of OPL 1 week and day 2 the other. It's kind of weird. So now we're just going straight into normal, just regular weeks. OPL, we had a lot of people leave, so it's actually going to be quite interesting to see. We obviously have Schernfire over on Team Liquid. We have Destiny over on Origin. You got Ryoma. Like, a lot of people have left on multiple teams. So it's going to be very interesting to see who actually goes on top. It's not going to be Legacy, I don't believe. Let me just look at the names real quick. Chiefs, did they... Let's pull this up. I'm going to pull up Chiefs real quick. Who did they lose? They lost Swiper. Oh, yeah. God, they lost Swiper. Oh, man. Lots of teams are completely changed around. So this is going to be a tough week 1 for predictions. But Avant versus Legacy. Let me just double check here as well. I think Legacy, they had a lot of changes. They had to. They were dead last. Jensen is now their head coach. You know, he left Team Liquid to be the head coach. We have Isles, Babip, Rays. Okay, so you got new players. You got new players. Because Legacy was one of the worst teams in all regions. They were a free win in the OPL, and that's never a good sign. I was like, these players don't look here. Okay, here we go. Lisa, Max join, and Chaz, and Ed Grunberg, and Balatron, Dragu. Okay, so you got Dragu. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say you lost a lot of people. You lost Chippies. Aw, I like Chippies. So yeah, again, no, pretty much we're. Does anyone know the minor league of OPL? Because I don't know it very well, and that is what is gonna. It's gonna be pretty much all freaking year. Like that's all it's gonna take. I don't know why I'm in split. Let's get to 2020. Bombers aren't in the league anymore. But yeah, so we're going to make some educated guesses. This is don't bet money on these predictions. Like I would normally say that my predictions are pretty safe to bet money on. No, not this one. No, like give me a week here in these wildcard regions because a lot of teams changed up pretty much everything. We're going to go Avant over Legacy just because I can't trust Legacy yet. We're going to go Order over, we're going to go Order over Gravatas because I really like having Swiper on Order. I think that's much better than, they got K-pop, you know? Like maybe, but I'm sticking with Order. So Avantas, Order. We got Pentanet, which does have Biopanther, which I'm very excited to see how he performs there. The Chiefs they've lost a lot. So I'm actually going to go Pentanet here with the upset over the Chiefs. The brand new team replacing Bombers, they're going to come up with an upset over the Chiefs. So we're 3 on the blue side right now. Mammoth is not the same Mammoth that just went to Worlds versus Dire Wolves. I'm going to go Dire Wolves. They got Chippies in the top lane now. And I'm just, they don't have Biopanther anymore, but they do have Chippies. So that's a good replacement. So we're going to go Avantas, Order, Pentanet, and Dire Wolves. Next, we're going to go Order again over Legacy. Legacy's going to start 0-2. Unless these changes were huge and I don't know about it, like, that's that. But again, wildcard regions, we need like a week because I barely follow NA Academy and like all the like EU Masters and stuff. Like, there's no way I'm following a bunch of rookies in the wildcard regions. Gravatas versus Mammoth. I'm going to go Gravatas. Don't know why. I just think Mammoth's gonna take some time. They're a brand new team now, basically, from what they were at Worlds. Like, let's just look at how many people did they lose. They lost Babip. They lost Fudge. Where did Fudge go? They lost Destiny. They lost King. They lost Triple. Like, they lost their entire team. All 5 players are gone. Where did Fudge go? Fudge was like 17. He's like super young. Oh, he's on C9 Academy. Nice. I actually like that. Good job. How old is he? Doesn't say. Oh, I'm really happy that he's made it to Academy because I thought he had a lot of potential. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, Gravatas for sure. Dire Wolves versus Pentakill. Biopanther versus old team. Chippy's coming in to change him. Let's go to Penta.net or Pentanet.gg. It's a terrible name for a team, but let's go for a 2-0 start from them coming into the league. The league is weak. The league is very, very weak now. Like, all of OPL has basically crumbled with the amount of people that they've lost. Chiefs, what Mammoth did last year, you'll probably never see. That was probably the best you'll ever see OPL, unfortunately. I'm sorry, any OPL fans. But it's a reality. And then let's go Avant over Chiefs. I think Chiefs are going to start 0-2. Again, I don't really trust the Chiefs or Mammoth or anyone, really. It's a bunch of fresh teams. It's going to be very random. So, yeah, let's mark those down as Avant, Order, PGG. I'll mark them off stream. But, yeah, it was Avant, Order, PGG, Dire Wolves, Order, Gravatas, PGG, and Avant. Alrighty, the TCL, which starts Saturday, we have the same teams as before, except for, where is it? It says it somewhere. Burspor actually rebranded to 5 Ronin. Right here, much better logo, by the way. But it was Galatasaray they didn't pay their players. That's unacceptable in any league. I hate seeing that kind of stuff. We're not going to be considered legitimate if you're not paying people to play for you. Especially teams that are like, I believe this team has Galatasaray is a esports team, like a soccer team. Like they're like the football club, exactly. You got to pay your players, especially if you have the money like that. Royal Youth versus Supermassive. It's going to be an interesting comeback. We got Fabulous, Holy Phoenix, Japone. Man, Royal Youth lost a lot of their members. We got Zelna, Armit, Storm Mage, Balulu, Dumbledog. I really think Supermassive is going to take that. They've returned a lot of their players. Wolf is no longer there, unfortunately. But wait, where did Wolf go? Snowflower left. That's what the Wolf joins. Did Wolf leave or? Yeah, Wolf leaves. Okay, yeah. Frozen left as well. Fabulous left. Xenot was extended, but I think Xenot is going to be. He's very good for being in the OPL or the TCL. He's very cocky. Thinks he can take most ADCs. But you got Stone Mage as well. Like, this is a good team. This is a good team for OPL. You got Armit. I do like Armit. He was on Royal Youth last year, right? I'm totally blanking. Yep, yeah, he was on Royal Youth. Okay, yeah. You lost your top laner. So the top laners are facing off against opposite teams here. But I think it's going to go to Supermassive. You got the Istanbul Wildcats versus Dark Passage. I still love the name Dark Passage. Don't get what it has to do with a tiger, but I like the name. Oh, you got the player called Black on Dark Passage. That's actually a cool name. Black or Dark Passage. Oh, it would be better if it was like Black Dark Passage. Absolute, another Absolute, but with an E this time. And then it looks like, let's see, Istanbul. Ferret. Okay. Let's see. Who lost who? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, and it is failing me. Boop. Okay, so they got a few. They lost Roulette. I like Roulette. Okay. We're going to go Istanbul. I think that I like Dark Passage, but I think Istanbul... I just think they always started out strong, at least last summer, and then they kind of fell off towards the end. So I'm going on a whim there. 1907 Fenerbahce. There's no one left. What happened in these regions? I'm losing all my players. Everything I learned from last split is now like irrelevant. Oh, Chosen is a jungler. Okay. Drogo that's just straight up cool name. Mojito, Blue, Hear It. Okay. I'm gonna go. Screw it. Let's go 5 Ronin. Let's go 5 Ronin. They changed their name. This is very, very educated guesses here, guys. Hi, Idol. How are you? Stop booing me. Galacticos versus Bestikas Esports. We got Luna, Trix, Kensuke, M-Test, Tarky versus Rare, Still Numb, Husky Rider, Elwood. And let's go Besiktas. Let's go Besiktas in that game. 5 Dark Passage over 5 Ronin. I'm gonna go 5 Ronin again. Royal Youth over Istanbul. I'm going to go Royal Youth because they do have Fabulous on the team still. I'm very interested to see how Holy Phoenix performs as well. Them losing. Where did what's his name go? Pilot. Where'd Pilot go? Pilot's on Rockhead. Huh. They disbanded? What? No, he's on OZ Gaming. What is OZ Gaming? Is a Korean team. Okay. It's a Korean Challenger League. Okay. The shame they lost Pilot. I really liked watching Pilot. Unfortunately, he's not there anymore because no one in these regions are here anymore. It's very disappointing. 1907 Fenerbahce is going to be Galacticos and Aurora. They only have one team. What's Team Aurora looking like? How are they looking compared to before? Team Aurora. Yeah, they've lost. I was gonna say none of these names will look familiar whatsoever. And as you can tell, added, or joins. Left. Oh yeah, Mojito was on Aurora. Okay. I feel like I deserve a pass. From what the hell? I was like, what are those feet? I feel like I deserve a pass on these wildcard regions in week 1. It's so difficult when all these teams are changing every single player. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give me a break. Let's go. Let's go Supermassive. Supermassive, I actually believe in because it's comfort. You know, you got Balulu, you got Stone Mage, you got Armit, you got Xenot, and you got Dumbledog. Dumbledoge, I think, but you got all 5 players that recognize their names totally fine. There's no other team that I could say that I recognize all 5 players. We got Mojito, Blue, boom, 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 Chosen. I don't know. I don't recognize anyone. but yeah, we got so many teams. I'm like, I don't know who you are. Okay, but yeah, that was the TCL. Got our picks done there. Now moving on to the VCS. The VCS here. By the way, Idol, if you weren't here at the beginning. The wildcard region takes about between 4 and 5 hours to do, the new style of podcast. So because it only gets 1 to 5 views on max usually on YouTube, probably just gonna do wildcard region like this, a quick, something just to see you see the standings, you see the predictions, we're done type thing. I can't be bothered, to be honest, to do is 4 to 5 hours of work of prep before every single podcast for the wild card. Every single one it's too much. It's too much work for not enough. There's not enough attention out there for them. All right. Wow. This is the first time I've drank a Coke. Usually I'm 99% water. That's what I drink, but I was trying to stay awake today. All right. We got Cerberus coming back. We got Dashing Buffalo. You got Evos. You got FTV. You got Team Flash, Low Key Esports, and GAM. You got V Gaming, Ardennis. Who they used to be Adonis, which was not in the league last year. So who are we missing? Who left the league? Is what I want to know. Who? Okay, so 16, 2 teams from Spring Promotion, and then they went to Double Round Robin, obviously. Okay, let's go to Spring Promotion. Who lost? Who lost out their spot? QTV. QTV is the team that we lost. Super Guy Destroys. What a great name. Super Guy Destroys. Unfortunately, they lost. They lost 3-0 immediately. They were close against QTV. QTV was not a good team. Cerberus is a new logo. I really like that. But yeah, let's talk VCS. VCS. I don't know if VCS is starting. I think so. I haven't heard anything about them being delayed, but hopefully because of the coronavirus. But we're gonna pick just in case they are. But if they're not, we'll talk about it next podcast. All right. So you got Cerberus. Who's on Cerberus? Okay. Dashing Buffalo. You got DK. DK is not PK. I was thinking PK. Police. Levi. Okay, we still got Levi. Wow, they lost a lot of players. They still have Slay, which is okay. Where the heck did Gigabyte Marines players go? Stark. Okay, Stark is on top. Over here on Team Flash. And yeah, where did Gigabyte Marines players go? Okay, let's see. Zeros does not have a team right now. Interesting. Zin does not have a team. That doesn't surprise me. Okay. Alright, I'm still going to go Gigabyte Marines as number 1 because I got Levi. There's no questions there. But we got Flash versus Evos. Let's see. Team Flash, Stark. I'm going to go. They got Stark. They got Slater. Evos has Hero, Coyote. I'm gonna go Flash game 1. Team Flash, the team that really should have made Worlds last year. Unfortunately, Low Key Esports beat them out at the very end, and then had a very lackluster thing. They still have Hani and Celebrity and Artifact. Okay, so Low Key's gonna come back pretty hard. I think they're not bad. Well, it's not like it wasn't an INTZ in Brazil type situation. They were the 3rd best team in Vietnam. But man, I really wanted to see Team Flash actually make it. They put Gigabyte Marines through Gauntlet. It was a very tough fight. Gigabyte Marines over Cerberus, easy. That one's easy. versus Dashing Buffalo. Give me Dashing Buffalo. They got Big Kuro on their team, and I love Big Kuro. I think he's a fantastic ADC. FTV versus Loki. Give me Loki. Like I just said, I think they're going to run it back pretty hard. That one's easy. Give me Loki over Dashing Buffalo as well. I think they start 2-0. And give me Team Flash 2-0 as well. Believe that will work out just fine. There's only actually 5 weeks of... But yeah, so it's going to be Team Flash, Gigabyte Marines, Dashing Buffalo, Loki, and Team Flash again. And that should be VCS. So let's just do a quick recap of the whole thing so I can write these down. So I don't change the predictions and be like, oh, look at me, I got all the predictions right. Because I'm not going to do that. What's the point? Well, you don't learn from your mistakes or anything by cheating like that. But all right, let's pull up some sticky notes here. All right, so this is for you guys right here. Furia is going to win game 1. Kaboom wins game 2. PNG wins game 3. Flamingo wins game 4. ITZ wins game 5. PNG wins game 6. Furia wins game 7. And PRG wins game 8. Check. TCL. Royal Youth, or Supermassive wins game 1. Istanbul Wildcats win game 2. 5 Ronin win game 3. BJK win game 4. 5 Ronin win game 5. Royal Youth win game 6. 1907 Fenerbahce win game 7. And Supermassive win game 8. OPL. We have Avant winning game 1. Order winning game 2. PGG, Pentacnet.gg wins game 3. Direwolves win game 4. Order win game 5. Gravatas win game 6. PGG win game 7. And Avantas are winning game number 8. And then finally, the VCS to wrap it all up. And then we'll see how these predictions go. Hopefully much, much better than my Brazil. 2-6 is unacceptable, no matter what. Even if I don't know, I should still be getting 500. I should be getting coin flips at the very least. Team Flash wins game 1. Gam wins game 2. Dashing Buffalo win game 3. Loki win game 4. Loki win game 5. And Team Flash win game number 6. So that is all of the predictions right there so far. Next week we are going to have even more, as I believe we have the I want to say the LJL and not the PCS anymore because they're suspended until further notice. But I believe we have the LLA and the LGL, if I remember correctly. LLA starts on the 15th. That means, nope, not next week. So LLA is still a ways away. PCS is a ways away. We just have the LJL coming up next because the LCL, Russia's league, is just like in Summer Split. They don't start until the 22nd. It's insane how late they start every single year. So we still got 3 weeks before we talk about Russian League of Legends, where we only have 4 teams currently locked in there. But yeah, that should do it. I know this was a bit more of a rushed, quicker podcast, but that's kind of what the Wildcard podcast should be in the first place. So we have all of our predictions here. If you want to see, like that, there's the proof. And my webcam's blocking it there, but yep, you had most of them. I think you only were missing that Team Flash on the bottom. But yeah, those are all the predictions. I'll keep them there. I'll mark them. And we'll keep it updated. Hopefully, like I said, much better. Thanks, guys, for watching. And on Sunday, nope, not Sunday. We won't talk LPL. On Monday, we will talk Korea, because Korea starts this week. So that will be our first Korea podcast, which should be a lot more in-depth than this one, because even though there's some changes in Korea, we know a lot of the players. A lot of the players have stayed the same. All right. Good night. See you Monday.